Atlanta institution is closing its doors after more than 3 decades.
Stephen Hatcher. I've been working here 20 years full-time, 25 years total. Basically grew up here. This place made me who I am. Yeah, we were talking about just the effect that this place had and on the community and everything, and it's wild. It's meant everything to me. I mean, like,
in terms of the people.
I first started working here when I was a little kid. I was 13 when I first started working here.
Wow. So had to come back down to Eats. And so, you know what? I mean, let me say this. When I was riding back down, man, a little sadness came over me, you know, understanding that this is the last time we're going to have a meal. What's up, family? Welcome to Undefeated Lifestyle, where I live an undefeated life, and I share my life with you, only to motivate you to live your best life. Okay, I'm continuing to live my best life. It's a beautiful, beautiful Sunday afternoon. Actually, it's going into Sunday evening, and I decided at the very last minute to do just a last minute video, right? I received a phone call from my brother and also one of my close friends, Bolo, and they wanted to go down to Eats. And for those who don't know, I'm here in Atlanta, and Eats is just a well-known restaurant or popular restaurant that's been around for, I mean, I would say at least 20, 25 years or more. And they're closing their doors.
An Atlanta institution is closing its doors after more than 3 decades. Customers raced to the iconic Eats restaurant on Ponce to get the popular jerk chicken one last time. Channel 2's Tom Jones went to the eatery to find out the owners are calling it quits.
Yeah, it is hard to believe this Atlanta institution is closing after 32 years. Bill and Chris have been coming here over 20 years. They say it's not just the fact that the food is cheap and it's good. They say it's also a place where you can come and talk and solve the world's problems.
So it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate for a lot of people that live in the community that go there quite often, but also I would say more so for my brother, Jay Force, because I mean, that's the place he's been going to, you know, for years. But anyway, I wanted to let you guys know what I'm doing because I'm heading on down to Eats. I'll get an opportunity to not only interview my brother, and he's going to share some additional information, but also some of the staff has agreed to allow me to interview him and talk to him a little bit about, like, you know, just what they've been doing over the last 20 plus years and serving the community, and also the decision to decide to close the doors. So ride with me. We get ready to head on out. And also, if it's your first time, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Most importantly, subscribe to the channel. Travel, fitness, lifestyle, living the best life. All right, see you soon. Peace. Okay, family, so we made it on down here at Eats, right? And so I wanted to make sure that I interview some people here because, you know what? I mean, we were going through like just a casual conversation, and I overheard, like, you know, just first and foremost, introduce yourself and just, if you could just repeat what you were saying in terms of what you're going to miss.
I'm going to miss it all. My name's Stephen Hatcher. I've been working here 20 years full-time, 25 years total. Basically grew up here. This place made me who I am. And just, yeah, we were talking about just the effect that this place had and on the community and everything, and it's wild knowing that it's the end of an era.
And the thing, yes, end of an era, and also at the same time, it was something that, you know, was mentioned, like the fact that you said that you watch people raise, I mean, their kids come on, you know what I mean? They've been here for coming in for 20 some. As a matter of fact, the person behind the camera, Jay Force, is somebody that frequent here, 100%. You know, But I think you're gonna miss that. But there's other factors that kind of went into play. We're not gonna get into too much detail of that.
Cool,
but I think if anything, just share like just your time behind the scenes working here. That's all.
It's meant everything to me.
Right.
I mean, like,
In terms of the
like
people.
I first started working here when I was a little kid. I was 13 when I first started working here.
Wow.
I'm almost 40 now. So I literally, this place formed me into to who I am today. Like, if I ain't met the people I met here, if I didn't get the interactions and the life experiences I shared with the people, like, it was everything.
That's awesome, man. That says a lot. That says a lot. So now you're moving on to the next chapter, man.
Yeah.
What would you say? What's the next chapter for you?
We shall see. Time will tell.
Time will tell. Hey, stay blessed as always, man.
Much
You know what?
appreciated, bro.
And listen, man. I just wanted to share a little bit of light. What's going on? Some people that's been here, right? I mean, built their whole career here. You know, get ready to move on. But Eats, we missed. You know, I really want to grab something to eat right here, but we came a little bit late. But we're gonna be back though. We're gonna be back for sure. All right. When I was on the radio, I used to bring like different rappers that would come in town. I would bring them here to eat, like Sean Price and a lot of other guys. Yeah, recipes, Sean Price. Like, and this is his. Yo, it's kind of funny, but like even before Sean died and stuff like that, he's like, "Yo, Jay, when I come back to Atlanta, man, what's that spot you used to be to?" Eat, so man, cool. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know. Cool. So he's been here like twice before he passed and stuff like that. And
I seen him at the old masquerade. He came through with Jedi mind tricks.
Right.
I think about it.
Okay, family. Hey, listen. So here's the plan. The plan is that we're going to end up coming back. So we end up getting down here kind of late, right? And so with us getting down here kind of late, you know, we just didn't have enough time to sit down and have a meal and interview everybody. So what we decided to do is we just made an agreement where we're going to come back. So we're going to come back. So I'm going to see you on the next video. I don't want to say it's a part 2. Let's just say it'll be a continuation. All right. So I'll see you in a minute. Did we? It was with Mimi?
After that Egyptian exhibit where we had.
Oh, yeah, we did.
Anytime after 7 o'clock, you're not going to get anything. So come early. Come early.
And any dark meat y'all don't want, y'all can pass to me.
How about getting us about a red over here? So you get some more wine. Hey, Ernie, maybe you want to pace yourself and take it easy, huh? Pace myself? Hey, Joe Kyle, this is a celebration for Daddy retirement.
All right, family, so we made it on down. We came back. We're back. So had to come back down to Eats. And so, you know what? I mean, let me say this. When I was riding back down, man, a little sadness came over me, you know, understanding this is the last time we're going to have a meal there. But you can take a look. The family's over here. I mean, most of this is, what am I looking at, Sonny? Jerk chicken. They got some jerk chicken, rice, black eyed peas. Is that black eyed peas? No, black beans. All right, so I'm going to interview Jay Force in a little bit. And, you know, he's going to talk about his experience. But looks like we get ready to tear this up. All right. Okay, family. So I'm going to show you what Eats is all about. For those who don't know, because, you know, I mean, we're in Atlanta. It's been here for over 32 years. And can you get a good glimpse of that? So I'm getting ready to dive right in. You know what? I was going to like just be nice and start with the beans and the rice. Nah, we're going straight for the chicken, barbarian style. All right. So let's see. Hold on.
That's just the breast.
Yeah.
And each you get a whole half a chicken.
You see this? Well, what's that?
Chicken, you get a whole half a chicken. You're eating just the breast.
Okay, I'm eating just the breast, but typically get the whole half a chicken. So look at that. There we go. I'm going right in. Good, man. Gonna be missed. Cheers to eats, baby.
Hey, go back one.
I'll be like, chicken wings with the fried rice. Oh, okay, guys. Let me take you on to Jurassic Park. Okay. The Bone Age. See, if you just take a look and you can see what I did. And I'm ready to get in on this these rice and beans. Yeah, now look at that. Look at that. Here we go. All right, family. So let me just show you, man. Look at this graveyard. You talk about Jurassic Park. I see it like a little fossil up in there. This is how we finished off the meal. J Force, what's going on?
What's going on, people?
What's going on? Hold on, man. I'm gonna, let's talk for a second. 1 second. All right, so we just finished our meal. For me, it was my last meal. But J Force, he's gonna be coming back again.
Yeah, the last day of Eats is actually Saturday, this coming Saturday. I don't know by the time you watching this video, but the last day is Saturday. I'm gonna definitely come back for my last meal. And yeah, man.
Well, you know what? Okay, real quick. So we get ready to head on out. But J Force, if you could just share some of your experience here, and just talk to the people, man. Let them know a little bit more about Eats.
I want y'all to understand. Sometimes in Atlanta, you might run into people that say, I miss the old Atlanta. I miss the classic Atlanta. There's a lot of new Atlanta, but there's certain institutions and places that are indicative of what Atlanta kind of used to be and have been around for a long time. When I first moved to Atlanta in 1996, this is one of the first restaurants I ever came to. Like very down home, very simple. And I want you to understand with Eats, it's kind of like you can get a whole half a chicken, and I'm talking about the breast, leg, thigh, like jerk chicken, barbecue chicken, lemon pepper chicken, and 2 sides in 96 for $5, right? A whole big old plate for $5,
Wow.
Now, Eats is on the verge of closing after 32 years and everything like that. About to close. It's 2025. It's $6.50 for a whole half chicken and 2 sides, right? How many businesses can keep that going? Because the ethos of like Eats has always been like down home place. They play like blues music. They play, jazz sometimes, some reggae when you're in here. They keep it simple, you know what I mean? We got, turkey lasagna and salads and stuff, just a down home. And then over the years, I met like a lot of friends and people a lot of great people here from Levi, Steve, Too Tall over there, all the people over the years that work here. Even Nick P, who's a graffiti artist who does a lot of work that used to work here. Yep, I'm blowing you up, fam. So
man, I want to live a simple life. Live a humble life. But the bottom line is like, what I gathered from speaking to everybody and also some of the interviews that I had, some in private because we didn't want to put it all on here, is that they serve the community. You was actually talking about like they did a little bit extra even upon closing. Right.
See, like, they probably don't, overly want me to talk about this, but one of the things that used to happen, like I used to come here and Eats, and where they used to close at 10 o'clock at night. And some days where they had like extra food or whatever, a lot of people in the community that may have been homeless or seeking housing or whatever, their side door, when they closed near the side door near the back, they would have plates ready for people who would come by who were in the know, and they would feed the community. So it wasn't like the business was taken from the community. They was also helping the community. It was like over the years they did that. You know what I mean? I've seen it and witnessed it firsthand. So like people who were kind of like, struggling, or like even families, they knew to come here, come to that side door, and then you could get a plate, the same plate as that you would get here, so you definitely appreciate that. And then, they took care of the community as well, so it wasn't like just taken from, just taking the money and everything. And that's another thing. that's indicative of how they kept the prices how they are and kept the food tasting good. A lot of great people you met here, and also a lot of people that frequent this restaurant. You know, I ran into Warwick Dunn, who's part owner of the Atlanta Falcons here. I've seen Woody Harrelson here. So it's regular people as well as other people you wouldn't even know that comes in here. Andre 3000 or Webster, Emmanuel Lewis. You know, you see a lot of these people come in. Nobody really bother them. They come eat and stuff like that, get a good meal, nothing crazy expensive, good music that they would leave in the ambiance, and great people that work here. So I'm going to miss, for me as a person who moved to Atlanta in 96.
And someone that frequents this place a lot.
And like I said, there's a saying that, like, you know, Sonny knows, and one of my homegirls says, she said, if she ever needs, people like, if you ever need to know where to find J-Force, even Rosaru, like, and his niece know what I'm talking about. They say, if you ever need to know where to find J-Force around dinner time, you know, you can find me here, because this literally was my everyday restaurant, my everyday spot. If I'm not, I'm here. There's no way that I'm not here every 3 days or at least, you know, something to that effect. You know, this is my everyday spot.
Real good. Well, listen, though, I really appreciate that. That kind of puts everything in perspective. But, you know, I mean.
And shout out to Sean Price, too, because Sean Price, rest in peace. You know, I mean, like when like different rappers like Sean Price and different people came to Atlanta and stuff like that, a lot of times I would take them here, you know, and stuff like that. And then even like, you know, Big Brother Steve, one of the managers here and everything like that, he remembers like Sean Price coming into the place and everything like that. Big up Sean P, rest in peace. But a lot of other people like that I would bring here. My own family, my Uncle Herb, my brother Jermaine, you know, back in Philly. Whenever somebody would come to Atlanta, this is one of the places I would take them, you know, so.
So real good. Well, listen, I really appreciate you sharing your perspective on it.
No doubt.
And also,
hopefully I didn't talk your ear off.
No, it's good. You know,
but this is going to be rough for me because this is my favorite spot.
All right. Okay. Well, my microphone just fell. So anyway, but I would say this. I really appreciate.
Why you tripping, Debo?
Shut up, punk! I knock your ass out.
Oh man, that's messed up. Won't you give him back his chain?
You. All right. Okay, we're gonna have to cut.
All right, Big Brother Steve. Indeed, fam. No doubt. All right, Levi. I see y'all Saturday. I'm coming back. My last round will be Saturday. All right, brother. I'm coming Saturday early. I'm gonna be by myself.
All right, man.
Saturday.
Stay blessed, bro.
Nice. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, I just had to bring my fam. You know.
All right, family. So, hey, listen, we just had a great meal. You know what? I just want to let you know, J-Force, I appreciate it, man.
Yeah,
you know, I appreciate. I mean, he let the family know that that we all need to come back and come on out and just show some support. The last meal that we having over here, but not for me. I mean, not for you.
Well, not for me. I'm on the last day of Eats is Saturday. I don't know by the time y'all watching this video, but I'm gonna come by Saturday, get my last meal at my favorite everyday spot in Atlanta. Like, you know, Atlanta has a lot of great restaurants from the low end to the high end and all in between. But there was always something special about Eats. They kept it simple. A lot of the people were great that worked here over the years. You know, this is a place that I would come in by myself a lot of times to eat in the corner and all that sort of stuff and have a great meal and everything. So, yeah, man. But it was good that I kicked it with my family for one of the last days that Eats will be open. Yeah. It's a part of classic Atlanta. For those of y'all who've been in Atlanta, you know, I've been in Atlanta since '96. This is one of these restaurants that have been open all that time. And, you know, they didn't change. They have to, you know, the area's changing, but they didn't change and everything. So they're going out with a bang. And a lot of people, it's been very busy these last weeks. So, you know what I'm saying? Big shout out to Eats, man, and all the fellas over there and the women that work there as well, you know?
Hey, Bolo, anything you want to say, man?
Man, it was a beautiful meal.
That's right. Hey, it's always a beautiful meal. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, man. Hey, I just want to, y'all know how I end my videos, man. Well, look, let me just, we gotta get the sign over here. You know what I'm saying? Right behind us, right here. There we go. Eats. Well, listen, guys, I'm living an undefeated life. I share my life with you only to motivate you to live your best life. So continue to live your best life, man. All right, J-Force on there Eats, right? Hey, man, we'll miss y'all, man. Hey, thank you for joining. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, man. Next video coming soon.
Classic Atlanta, a piece of classic Atlanta going away.